All right, now let's continue our venture into our graphic organizers, learning about the Roman Republic. Yes, so the Roman Republic again. So we'll put this up here at the top. The Roman Republic. Okay, and what we're going to focus on now is what's called the Roman tripartite. Tripartite. Well, if you think about it, I'm talking about 3 parts. Okay, this should be familiar to you because this is similar to the Americans' 3 branches of government. Yes, so the Romans tripartite. All right, first, remember this. This is all about laws. And you have 3 different groups, just like in the United States. You have, okay, they all have something to do with laws. 3 different groups. First, you have the group that enforces the law. Enforces the law. Now, in the United States, that is your executive branch. Best known executive is the president. So, enforces the law equals, these are called consuls. Their consuls. Their consuls are like presidents. They are like presidents. I'll put that over there right there. So let's just say they are like presidents. All right, we'll come back and add some more details in a moment. Now, the second branch of the Romans tripartite is the group that makes the laws. Makes the laws. Now, in the United States, you have the Congress that does this, which is made up of 2 groups, the Senate and the House of Representatives. Now, in Rome, all they had, instead of a Congress, they had the Senate, okay, which is supposed to represent the people, and they made the laws. Okay, we'll come back and add more. I could actually put this right here, like Congress. So if you know what Congress is, it makes sense to you. All right, the third group of the Roman tripartite, is the group that interprets the laws. Interprets. The laws. Means they tell us what the laws mean. Tell us what the laws mean. And this group is what's called the praetors. In Rome, the praetors. In the United States, it is our judges or Supreme Court. That's the highest court in the land. Now, here's a few details about it. Let's go back to the consul. The consul, check this out. There's 2 of them. 2 consuls. And one can veto the other. So the consuls, in a lot of ways, were very weak. Think about it. You have one consul that thinks one way, one consul thinks the other way. They can veto each other. They can't do anything. Excuse me. Okay? They could only be patricians. All right? They can only be patricians. And they served for only 1 year. They served for only 1 year. So every year, there's new presidents or new consuls in the Roman Empire, the Roman Republic. All right, here we go. The next thing, the Senate. The Senate makes the laws. And they are also only patricians. All right, remember, plebeians can't serve in the government yet. They will later on. They can't quite yet. There are 300 senators. and they serve for life. They can be in there forever until the day they die. That's right. It was good to be a senator. You were rich, you had a lot of power, and you had a job for a long, long time. Okay. The praetors, they basically just tell us what the laws mean. They are your judges. That's really about all you need to know about them. Okay. Now, later on, what's going to happen, I'm going to number these off. So you have the tripartite. You're going to have the 1, the enforcers of the law. 2, the makers of the law. 3, the interpreters of the law. And then later on, you'll have a 4th branch. And I'm going to put this in pink. But a 4th group will pop up. It's called the assembly. Uh-oh, don't go nowhere. Stay right here. You're not going anywhere yet. The assembly. 4th group is the assembly. And what this was done, this was made, all right, for the plebeians. The plebeians were left out. And time goes on. They're rioting, they're striking, they're doing all types of things, and they are left out. And all of a sudden, they make them another branch so they have a voice in the government. Okay? Now, this assembly was made for the plebeians, was led by what's called tribunes. And the tribunes, a way to maybe think of them is kind of like lawyers or lawmakers for the plebeians. They kind of helped out the plebeians. All right. Time goes on. They eventually allow them to become consuls. That's right. All right, changes are made. There's more equality, and they're eventually allowed to become consuls. So we'll put a little phrase down here on the bottom like this. Over time, changes happened. Over time, changes happened, and equality that's right, equality happened or came, but not for women. Left you women out. Yes, so there's a little bit about the Roman Republic. The basics of what I need you to know is there's the consul, that's their leaders. There's 2 of them. There's the Senate, there's 300 of them. And then there's the interpreter of laws, the praetors. And it's similar to the United States of Americans. All right, government, here you go. 3, 2, 1, we're out.